Hi, it's Mr. Baker here with another physics video. Today we're going to be looking at light and colour. Okay, so today we're going to be looking at light and colour, and we're going to be answering this question: why are different objects different colours? So you'll have seen a prism dispersing white light into the spectrum of red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. So we know that white light contains all the different colours, and when we mix these different colours together we get white light. But do we need all of these colours to make white light? So every colour has its own narrow band of wavelength and frequency which merges into the next. Different lights emit different ranges of these wavelengths. A filter absorbs some colours of white light and lets other colours through to create that coloured light. So a red filter absorbs all the colours apart from red light. A blue filter absorbs all the colours apart from blue light, and a green filter absorbs all the colours apart from green light. They absorb all of the colours except the colour that they allow through, and they transmit that colour through. In a similar way, we can use filters to transmit secondary colours by absorbing all of the colours except the colours that make up that secondary colour. So for the magenta filter, it absorbs all the colours except for red and blue, and when red and blue light mix, that makes a secondary colour of magenta. And that's similar to what happens for cyan and for yellow. So the colour of the surface of an opaque object depends on chemicals called pigments. Pigments absorb light of specific wavelengths and reflect the others. A white surface has no pigments, so it reflects light of any wavelength. A red object in white light absorbs all the colours but red, which it then reflects. A red object in blue light would look black, since it would absorb all of the incident light. So here we've got 4 photos that are exactly the same, being illuminated by different coloured light. In the first photograph on the left, a playing card, a green pepper, and a cluster of purple grapes are illuminated with white light, and it appears as you'd expect them all under natural lighting. In the second photograph, however, the objects are illuminated with red light. Note that the playing card reflects all of the light that strikes it, while only the grape stem and the highlights on the grapes and pepper reflect the red light. The majority of the red light is being absorbed by the grapes and pepper. The third photograph shows the objects under the green light. The different radiation wavelength causes the symbols on the playing card to appear black and the body of the card to reflect green light. The grapes reflect some green light while the pepper appears normal, but with green highlights. The fourth photograph illustrates the objects under the blue light. In this situation, the grape cluster appears normal with blue highlights, but the stem is invisible because it blends into the black background. The body of the playing card reflects blue light and the symbols appear black, while the pepper only reflects blue light as highlights. So that's the end of this one on light and colour. These are the things you should be able to do. You should be able to describe the visible spectrum as a continuous series of colours. You should be able to describe that different objects can be different colours in white light. You should be able to describe the colours of objects in different colours of light, and describe the appearance of white objects when they're illuminated by combinations of primary coloured light. You should also be able to explain the apparent colour of surfaces when illuminated by white light or combinations of primary colours, and describe the effects of combinations of coloured light and filters on the appearance of a variety of coloured objects. So that's been the lesson on light and colour. And we asked at the beginning, why are different objects different colours? So different objects are different colours because they're made of things that have different pigments. These pigments will absorb different wavelengths of light and emit others. So when a light hits an object, it will absorb the light and that will re-radiate different colours depending on the pigments that it contains. A red object, for example, will absorb the white light and then it will re-radiate the red light because of the pigment that it contains. Okay, so I've been Mr. Baker, that's been another physics video, and I'll see you next time. Thanks very much.